decimals that are larger than 1 using metric measurement and area models. Before we do anything today, I want to stop really quickly and just talk about how to read decimal numbers. So, for instance, I could have a number with 3 ones, a decimal point, and 2 tenths. You read this number 3 and 2 tenths. Anytime you have a whole number and it's separated by a decimal, that's when you include the word and. If you remember, for a long time I told you we don't use the word and unless there's a decimal point. Here is where it is. You could have 4 and 7 tenths, and that's how you read those numbers. Well, today I want to focus on measuring things by using a metric measure ruler and using the tenths that are here. If you look closely at this metric ruler, you can see that they have 1, 2, and so on. In between each of these centimeters, because that's what they are, this is a centimeter ruler, and it's a little larger than normal so you can see the spots. You can see that they have 10 little lines if you count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This goes really nicely with decimals because decimals come in tens and tenths and hundredths and thousandths, and that lines up nicely with the metric system. So when you're measuring things with the metric system, you can use decimal top. So here we go. Say I was asked to draw a line that was in fact 3 and 2 tenths long. Of course, I'm going to start here at the 0 point because where the line is where 0 is. Some rulers start at the edge. I'm going to start here and I'm going to go all the way to 3 centimeters, 3 whole centimeters, because that's what the decimal means, that there's 3 whole. And I'm going to go another 2 tenths. So I made it to 3, and now I'm going to go 2 more lines in because that's 2 out of 10 total lines. So I'm going to take it in to where it stops right over that second line. And now I've made a line. I'm going to move my line up a little bit so it's straight. That is 3 and 2 tenths long. If I wanted to make a line that was 4 and 7 tenths long, just like I have right here, then I would do the very same thing. I would start at 0. Oh, and I probably should label this line. This is 3 and 2 tenths of a centimeters long. 3 whole centimeters and 2 tenths of another. So here's my straight line. Again, I'm going to start at 0, and I'm going to go all the way to 4 whole centimeters, and then another 7. So I know the middle one is 5, and I'm going to stop at 7. And then, of course, I'm going to label this line 4 and 7 tenths of a centimeters. 4 whole centimeters and 7 tenths. So that right there is the measuring part, or using the metric ruler. But now I want to talk about that area model. So right now I kind of have some, if you will, tape diagrams or rectangles or however you want to. Say I wanted to make the same number that I had at top. I wanted to have 3 and 2 tenths of a centimeter. So as you can see here, I have some tape diagrams, as I said already. And so I'm going to change to my crayon because I want to show you with the coloring. And we're going to look at that same measurement, which is 3 and 2 tenths centimeters, like up top. And I'll write it down here. 3, oh, that was not a good color. 3 and 2 tenths, okay? And so that means that I should have 3 whole things colored in. So I'm going to color this whole thing in. That's 1, 2. So now I have 3 whole units or whole tape diagrams colored in. And now I want to get 2 tenths of another one. So here's my 2 tenths. And so what I've made for you is an area model. I have 3 whole things colored in with 2 tenths of another one. So this is 2 ways to show you 3 and 2 tenths, and 2 ways to show you the decimal units using metric measurement and area model.